What's up, guys? Today I'll be taking you all on a tour of my apartment so you can see where I stay. Right off the bat, as you can see, this is my bed. Anytime I wake up, the first thing I do is I make the bed. Always make your bed. It gives you a head start. Then also, I want you to pay attention. If you're really looking to build a lot of muscle, your sleep should be very important to you. Don't sleep on things that don't make you comfortable. Spend more money on where you sleep. It will help you grow more muscle. So over here, I have my wardrobe. From closer. It's a small wardrobe, you see. We are still trying to get to the bag. I have more of gym clothes in here, not something crazy. Let's make more money so we can get more clothes. Then over here, I have my little walking table. This is where I sleep. I put you all on some workout routine, give you some workouts you can be doing to build more muscles just like me. It's nothing so crazy. It's a little office. Then over here I have my shoe rack. Few shoe in there. We are getting to the back. I have my fan here. Then this is the main production center. If you watch my reel often on IG, even here on YouTube, you will see more of this background. This is where I stay to make my videos. And let me put you on a game. If you're a content creator and your wall is not that fantastic, you can just get a curtain like mine. See, it's a wall. You can just get a curtain, put it there. It will help you get a better background. However, my wall is good now, but I'm just telling you, if your wall is not that fantastic, just put a curtain and get straight to work. So this is my bedroom. One thing I like about this place is just why I don't like where I stay to be so little. I just like to spread my wings. If I'm in my room, I'll just spread my wings and feel comfortable. This is my best part. Come on, let me show you all the kitchen. Here's the kitchen. As you already know, I don't cook. I don't spend my time to cook, but here's my kitchen. No cooking utensils. Don't spend your time. If you're a man and you're looking to make more money, don't spend your time cooking shit. Do more of things that will give you higher return on investment. For me, cooking is a low investment activity. It doesn't bring anything in return. Instead, order your food in, use your time, devote it on things that will make you more money. Let's get to the bag. So here's the kitchen. Over here, I have my bathroom. But trust me, this is the worst place. I don't like the bathroom at all. You see, it's very little. But here is the shower, here is the toilet, here is the sink. I really do not like small bathrooms. If you pay attention to my face, you find out that I'm breaking out. I'm not comfortable here. I like when I take my shower, I do my skincare all at once, but I can't do it here. It's so little, so it's making me break out often. But I'm fixing it. But here is my bathroom. I don't like it at all. Let's get back to the room. So here is the bedroom. Show them around. Just turn around. Show them the place. Let's get to the main reason of this video. Why I relocated. I want to tell you all a little story about myself. Let me get my chair. So if you don't know, I grew up in Aba, Abia State. If you are in Aba, Abia State and you're seeing this video, I want you to comment in the comment section Aba people so that I will see you and we'll connect. I grew up in Aba, Abia State and my family was not that, rich. I grew up from a very poor background. It's not as if we couldn't afford certain things, but most times we don't afford just luxury. I knew my parents were hardworking in as much as we couldn't afford luxury, but I knew there was food all the time in the house. At least one thing my mother made sure was, my mother is a very good woman. She assisted my dad. There was food all the time, and us children, we had access to food anytime we want. So food was not an issue. The only thing we can't really afford is luxury. sometimes we can't pay the school fees on time. So that has been my fuel that has been pushing me to keep hustling. I want to put my on the faces of people I love. But I grew up in Abia State. I went to my secondary school there, and I did more of my childhood existence there. So after my secondary school, I didn't even graduate with my colleagues because I've always felt this urge to go and hustle and make more for myself. In fact, when I was still going to school in my JS1, I was working a job. I was doing welding and fabrication, and that made me a lot of money. I bought my first laptop. I bought my first screen touch from that. I was already hustling, and that was when I started working out as well. When I was in JS1, I was doing some push-up in the house and nothing so crazy. I started then. So when it was time for graduation, I didn't graduate with my colleagues. I just left the city. I went to Enugu, Nigeria, just for greener pasture. As small as I was trying to make money. So I left my parents. I went to Enugu. I wanted to find a better job that can pay me more money. I needed to make money. So then I stayed with my sister for some couple of weeks before I found my own apartment. That was when I was living on my own. I started living on my own when I was 16. So I got my house. I was working this job in Enugu. So at some point, I felt like it was not enough. It's not just enough for me. I just feel like I can keep hustling. I can keep making more. So I felt like I'm not in a good area where I can see other people that are very successful. Listen, if you really want to get successful, I'm not that successful yet, but this will help you. Put yourself around people you know that are successful. Don't just stay in an area where you have a lot of broke people. You can't see fancy cars. You can't see nice houses. You can't see people that are hustling just like you. So put yourself around competition. So I left Enugu after about 3 or 4 years. I went down to Anambra State. If you stayed in Enugu, I stayed in Independence Layout. Let me know your own area in Enugu. Write it in the comments. I stayed in Independence Layout. Then I also stayed in New Artisan. These two areas, they were not so far away. Let me know your own city in Enugu in the comments. Then I went to Oka. I stayed in Ifite Oka, not the Ifite village. I think Oka has Ifite town, which is close to Aroma. I was hustling in Oka. So what took me to Oka was just greener pasture. I needed something better. I keep searching for something better. Now, it was from Oka that I came down to Warri. And what brought me to Warri was this. Let me tell you what the truth. I wanted to stay in Asaba. I wanted to move over to Asaba, not Warri. But when I got to Asaba, I wanted to find a bed sitter. So they told me the cost of bed sitter. I stayed in Asaba about 2 days. But the cost of living in Asaba was a little bit higher compared to where I was coming from. So I don't want to make stupid financial risks. Don't ever take stupid financial risks. Don't do things just to feel satisfied when your pocket is going to suffer. I can comfortably stay in Asaba, but I just needed to make sure that I don't run out of cash. I don't go broke. Because as a man, if you go broke, you will know that nobody got your back. You don't have no friends. So you always want to take wise financial decisions. And it was already too late. So what I did was I found another area in Delta State that is slightly a bit cheaper, both accommodation and feeding. And that was what brought me to Warri. It was just all in search of better place to live. But trust me, I will still go back to Asaba when I feel like I'm financially okay. Listen, before I take any financial decision, I make sure that I can afford twice of what I want to go for. Let's say I want to buy a car worth, let's say, $20, $20,000. I have to make sure I have like 40K in the bank account before I get it. So I'll still go back to Asaba. I will still explore other higher things because I don't want to stay little. I don't want to stay low. So that was what brought me to Warri, Nigeria. And I want you to take this home. As I say, don't let the area where you are limit you from seeing better things, limit you from achieving greater heights. Always put yourself in an environment where you will feel some kind of competition, where you feel like you're poor again. If you're making a lot of money right now, listen, your environment can impact you. The place you're staying right now, I know you're staying around a lot of broke people, just like me. I used to stay around broke people. Like, nothing enticing that will make me make more money. So that was what has been pushing me to go around, look for other places that are higher and better. So always challenge yourself, relocate, go to places that will challenge you, and that will make you keep going higher. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do well, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share. I'll get back to you on the next one.